guys, we're going to be as I review. This is going to be my spoiler review for episode 4 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Before we begin, don't forget to like and comment down below, subscribe and ring the bell to be notified whenever I do videos. I do them every single week, so make sure you keep a lookout for those. Spoilers all the way through, of course. Make sure you checked out the episode first before you check out this video. Lot to unpack, loads of spoilers. Be careful. This episode is definitely more focused on Carly and John Walker. We don't, the rest of the guys kind of take a bit more of a back seat. We do get interesting moments with them, but it's more further in the kind of character development of these two. And they do it in a really good way to kind of show where everybody's morals is and what's right, what's wrong, how to do things, how not to do things, and big people in power and whether they're doing it right or wrong. The people that are kicked to the curb, are they doing things correctly? It's just a whole political minefield, and they develop it and put it to us really well in this episode. Hitting us with that emotional opener with Bucky just not being controlled by the words anymore, a bit in Wakanda, and just the acting alone, just from Sebastian Stan, of him just crying with relief, realising that he's no longer controlled like he used to be. It was incredible acting, an incredible moment, and I really felt for Bucky there that he's finally free of this pain. So the Dora Milaje, 8 hours, they're bringing in Zemo. That's as long as they can give Bucky, so they have to try and find out information about Carly and get their shit done, and basically, use Zemo as his means to an end before the Dora Milaje come in. And obviously they do later on, and it's good. I love what they're doing with Zemo again. It's very, this kind of Hannibal Lecter feel to it. I really like it because you just look at that. At any moment he's going to betray, like I said in the last open, he will. And there is a little moment with the kids that there's like, these guys have to be trusted. That little moment, like, oh, there's a little bit there. It's just waiting for that moment. And obviously later in the episode, he just kind of slip away in the middle of the fight, and we don't really see him again. So I don't know where he's going, going forward. I don't know how he's going to appear and everything, but he's still got a couple of super soldiers he needs to take out because obviously he doesn't want anything around. So I'm interested to see what happens now. Is he kind of done with Bucky and Sam? Well, I guess we'll see. Trying to reason with Carly, they made us feel more for Carly even more in this than they did before, of the way that she's doing things with her team of like flag smashers and just trying to do the right thing but in a more aggressive way. And I support everything she's doing. I get what she's doing, and like Sam does as well, and I understand it's just the way you're doing it. And it's exactly what I said in my last video. I agree and I understand her entire reason for doing what she does. I just could have done without her blowing up innocent people. That's a step too far for me. I feel like if you're going to be playing this contrast between her and John Walker about what she's doing and what he's doing, he's meant to be the symbol of hope and she's meant to be the aggressor, but finding out that she's doing the right things but too aggressively, and then he's doing the right things but too aggressively later on, as we see in the episode, it kind of, you need that kind of split line, and I just don't need her murdering innocent people. So it all breaks down because John Walker decides to get his arrogant little head involved when Sam is talking her down, doing the job that he's good at, as we've seen in the Winter Soldier, and just wrecks it. Knew it was going to happen. He wrecked it. They go off on the run. Zemo catches up with Carly, shoots her, destroys all the super soldier serums, except for one, of course, except for one. And as soon as they all get away, Zemo's knocked out by John Walker, and Walker finds the extra one on the side and keeps it in his pocket. It's like, well, there you go, he's going to become a super soldier. And I'll be completely honest, I didn't expect it to happen in this episode. I thought it would be near the end of finale, but no, they go for it in this episode. And I love the way they kind of get to him being a super soldier. He gets his ass kicked by the Dora Milaje, and you can just see he's like this little kid in a playground that's broken, his will is broken. We're going, these guys aren't even superpowered, and I got my ass kicked. And that kind of sways him. He has a conversation with Hoskins about whether to take it or whether not to take it, and trying to justify doing what he's thinking of doing. And then he decides to go and do it, which I didn't see coming. Like, so he threw the shield, it went into the wall, and I was like, oh, that's a bit, I didn't think that could do that. And I thought, oh god, no. And then you see him bend the pipe when he's attacking that guy and booting him through the wall, and it's just like, he's taking it. He just went and fucking did it. Dora Milaje taking down Bucky's arm, taking it off with this kind of just couple of hits, and then his arm comes off like a shutdown mode. Didn't know they could do that. That was a kind of interesting thing to find out. It's like a fail-safe for them, and yeah, interesting to see what he's going to think of that going forward, because he had full trust in them, and now he's kind of like, well, they had a fail-safe on my arm. That says like maybe they don't 100% trust me. They get up to Carly again, and again it just all breaks down. Fights ensue. This is obviously where we see that John Walker's taking the super soldier serum, kicking these people's asses, and then it just all falls apart, where I think it's Carly, if I remember right, it's either Carly or one of the guys, I'm pretty sure it was her. She hits Hoskins too hard. I think she probably just caved his chest in. He hit the back of the pillar, and that is it. He is dead. Hoskins is gone, and that is where John loses it. He runs after them, superhero landing, and just runs after the people. Carly kind of gets away. He catches up with another person in the middle of this massive kind of forecourt, with loads of people watching, loads of people recording on their phones, so it's instantly up there on top of the social media and everything, so people can see it. And this is where he completely breaks down and loses it, and it shows he's never meant to be Cap. He cannot toe the line and not kill someone in anger, and that's what he did. He brought that shield down, he attacked that guy, killed him, and that is how the episode ends. It's a lovely visual as well. The last thing we see is the camera pointing up with him looking down with the blood on the bottom of the shield, and just everybody watching him as he's completely broken. And that it's a hell of a visual, and it's a hell of an interesting thing to go into next episode, because now that Hoskins is gone, he's one lifeline to kind of keep him a little bit level. He's probably going to go on the run. He's probably going to go rogue at any point, and it's another person that Sam and Bucky have now got to stop. Overall, guys, it was a solid episode for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Probably the best episode I've done so far. Real good character development, real good sympathy with Carly, and more of just Walker just losing it, blurring the lines between right, wrong, good, bad, and what you should and shouldn't be doing. The political kind of umbrella that's going over this is really, really well done. They kind of candle the buddy cop feel for this. It went a lot more serious in the episode, and I think it meant it needed to do so with all the serious things that are being hitting home in this episode. I'm really looking forward to the next one, because we've only got a couple more to go now. What's going to happen with John Walker now that he's on his own and Hoskins is dead? What's going on with Zemo? How is he going to come back into the fold? Who's the power broker guy? Because we had barely anything of him in this episode. It was solid, it was awesome, it really did a lot more character development, and it's just, this is firing on all cylinders now. It really is a solid and awesome episode. So that's what I thought of episode 4 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What did you think about it? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell. If you want to find me on social media, any of these, all links are in the description, and I'll see you soon.